I love this exercise. I really see how it benefits me. It's like doing my accounting at the end of every month for my business. It's a way of doing an accounting for my life. What do I want more of? What do I need to get rid of? And it's done in this really intuitive and visual way. Optimally, you would want to do this about once a month. You could set a reminder on your calendar and come back to this exercise. What it's going to look like is a side-by-side drawing. So either take a piece of paper, fold it in half, or if you've got your journal, the left side and the right side is going to be two different images. The first image that you're going to make is what it feels like to be expansive. What does expansiveness feel like to you? And I say, what does it feel like? Because that is the place that you want to create your drawing from. It's something that you know what it feels like, and then you depict it either with lines and shapes, or maybe an image comes to mind and you draw a really simple version of that. Don't take a lot of time with the drawing. It's really about the metaphor. It's about representing expansiveness to you. Example, maybe I just draw these wavy lines that radiate outward and get bigger and bigger and bigger. And I might be like, yep, that's how expansiveness feels to me. And it's only how it feels to you today. So there's no pressure that this is like the end all be all of anything. It's a quick felt intuitive response. Another way it could go is it reminds you of being on a mountaintop and just having like the world around you and you're up high. So you would just draw a really simple image of a mountain and you on top like a little stick figure. Again, you're just representing it because you want to put the feeling down on a piece of paper. And you might be wondering, why don't I just write the feeling? Why don't I just write expansiveness? The reason is because that is the mind speaking. That's how the mind thinks, is with words in a linear way. But images speak to the body and the holistic way in which we feel things. So by creating even a really simple image, you are connecting with the body way of knowing versus the mind way of knowing expansiveness. And that's going to benefit you when you do the journaling prompt that comes later. So that's the left-hand side where you've drawn what expansiveness looks like, and you might want to leave space underneath to do the journaling so that it can go right under the picture. Now on the right-hand side, you're going to draw what contraction feels like to you. The opposite of expansiveness, feeling small, feeling squished, feeling contracted. Any word that helps you get there, but you're going to convey the feeling of it. Remember, you can use lines and shapes to draw the feeling, or you might have an image. Maybe you're like, it reminds me of being smushed in a box. Great, draw a little box and like an eye peeking through. Simple, quick, it's about conveying the feeling. Okay, ready for step 2? Now you're going to go back and look at your expansiveness drawing and let that resonate with you on that body level. And then you're going to ask yourself, what in my life feels expansive? While you're looking at the image. And just let the answers intuitively arise in you. Whatever the first thought is, write it down. And then look again, what feels expansive to me? And then write that down. And just keep doing that and keep resonating with the image until you've written down everything you can think of that truly feels expansive. It's bringing that feeling into your life. And there's no rules about what it can or can't be. So it can be people, it can be activities, it can be things about yourself. Doesn't matter. Write it down. Whatever's coming to you, trust it, put it there. Then on the other side, do the same thing. Look at your contraction image and write down the things in your life that feel this way. What makes me feel contracted? What makes me feel smushed or stuck? Whatever word really works for you there. Intuitively list those out. Then my favorite part, because it brings in integration and action, is go back to the list of what helps me feel expansive right now in my life and ask yourself, how can I have more of this? How can I call in more? How can I magnify it, turn up the volume on any of these things? And it might be good to make a list then of the ways in which you're going to do that. Those are the action steps. And you guessed it, go to the other side, the contracted image and that list that you made, and ask yourself, how can I minimize or remove any of the things that are causing contraction in my life. That's where boundaries come in. Make a list for those as well. And let's say your job is on there and you're like, I can't quit my job, Michelle. It's true, but there are still ways in which you could minimize the way in which it's contracting to you. Maybe the people are a bit toxic at your work environment. You might just want to have better boundaries about how much you talk to them and let them leak into your life. That could be a way in which you minimize the contractive part of your job. You don't get to get rid of it completely, but challenge yourself to see if there is room to make it smaller and turn the volume down on those things. Great. I love this exercise. I really see how it benefits me. It's like doing my accounting at the end of every month for my business. It's a way of doing an accounting for my life. What do I want more of? What do I need to get rid of? And it's done in this really intuitive and visual way. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and make sure you subscribe to this channel if you aren't a follower yet. Thank you.